Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. So, if you're a ninth grade learner gearing up for those biology exams, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're unpacking Chapter 3 of your study guide, and honestly, it's a truly fascinating one, biodiversity. I'm super thrilled to guide you through this material, because once you see how all these concepts connect, acing those exam questions is going to be an absolute breeze. All right, let's get started. Okay, let's dive into this educational blueprint for today. We're going to hit 5 main areas really quickly. Number 1, introduction to biodiversity. 2, types of biodiversity. 3, the importance of biodiversity. 4, threats to biodiversity. And finally, number 5, conservation and Pakistan's role.
So, moving right along to Section 1, Introduction to Biodiversity. What exactly is it? So, the crucial point is this. Biodiversity is simply defined as the variety of all living things on Earth, their genetic characteristics, and their diverse ecosystems. Now, when you get this question on your test, and you probably will, don't just write down lots of animals. You really want to break it down into these 3 distinct parts. You've got the actual living creatures themselves, the invisible genetics that make them unique, and the physical habitats or ecosystems where they actually live. It's really the total beautiful package of life on Earth. All right, that brings us to Section 2, Types of Biodiversity, or the 3 levels.
This is a brilliant way to understand how life scales up. It's kind of like zooming out on a map. We start at the very micro level with number 1, genetic diversity. This refers to the invisible internal differences within a single species. Actually, think of it like this. It's the reason why one butterfly might have slightly different wing patterns than another butterfly of the exact same type. Then we zoom out one step to number 2, species diversity. This is what you probably think of first, right? The sheer presence of many completely different species living together. Think lions, zebras, and elephants all sharing the same landscape. Finally, we zoom all the way out to number 3, ecosystem diversity. This encompasses the massive environments themselves, the sprawling forests, the harsh deserts, the towering mountains, and the deep oceans. So from the tiny gene to the giant ocean, it's all perfectly connected.
Moving on to Section 3, Importance of Biodiversity, essentially why it matters.
Biodiversity isn't just some abstract concept for a textbook. It's literally the foundation of our daily lives. First off, it maintains environmental balance. It keeps nature's scale tipped exactly where it needs to be for life to survive. Plus, it provides our food, our medicines, and crucial raw materials. It strengthens our agriculture and our entire economy, and it continually aids in new scientific research. Every single time you eat a meal, take a medicine to feel a bit better, or just benefit from a strong economy, you are directly benefiting from biodiversity. It's basically the hidden engine that keeps our whole human world running. Which leads us into Section 4, Threats to Biodiversity. What is going wrong? This is where things get a bit heavy, and it brilliantly illustrates the stark contrast between the incredible value we just talked about and the damage currently being done. The major threats are pretty severe. We're talking about deforestation, meaning the mass cutting down of our trees. Then there's pollution, which is just poisoning our air and water. We've got sweeping climate change, altering habitats way faster than animals can adapt. Illegal hunting is out there wiping out vulnerable populations. And on top of all that, rapid population growth is putting massive pressure on all these natural resources. It's a heavy list for sure. But clearly identifying these human activities is the absolute crucial first step to actually stopping them. So let's talk about what we can do in Section 5, Conservation and Pakistan's role, focusing on protecting our heritage. Now, what's really interesting about this next part is that it isn't just some random list of animals and plants. These are Pakistan's precious natural treasures. We're talking about the magnificent snow leopard, the iconic markhor, the urial, the super rare Indus dolphin, the sprawling deodar forests, and the vital coastal mangroves. When you're writing out your exam answers, frame these not merely as a list, but as the vital pillars holding the balance of our local ecosystem together. Losing even one, just one of these treasures would deeply and permanently disrupt the natural heritage of the entire region. It's a huge deal. Let's move on and see how this builds into actionable solutions. How do we actually save these treasures? Well, here are the exact conservation methods you need to know to absolutely nail that final exam question. First, we must establish national parks and wildlife sanctuaries to give these animals safe havens. We need to actively plant trees and protect our existing forests. We've got to reduce pollution across the board. We must rigorously protect those rare animals and plants we just listed. And honestly, perhaps most importantly, we need to create public awareness.
Because when people truly understand the value of these resources, they're going to step up to fight for them.
To wrap up our explainer today, I really want to leave you with a crucial, provocative question to think about. Will we be able to leave a safe world for our coming generations? That is the ultimate test, going way beyond any biology exam you will ever take in your life. Today, we've seen exactly what biodiversity is, why it's so incredibly vital to our survival, the very real threats it faces, and the clear steps we must take to conserve it, especially right here at home. Protecting the environment is our shared responsibility for the future. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. Keep reviewing this material, take a moment to look at the incredible variety of life around you, and hey, good luck with those studies.